Maybe they'll take it. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
We got to redo it with him. Take it easy.
All right, 3,
Take it
2,
easy.
1, and...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to buckle up, hang on, and get ready for the greatest Tuesday of all time, because it's Taco Tuesday here in the historic Pink Taco Restaurant on Sunset Boulevard. It's time to get into it with Rod Duddy Rings, Mark Ice Roberts, and the one and only Davey Dave. Now, buckle up and let's get into it.
Nice.
What an intro. All right. Roberts, you're fired. I want this guy for every intro. So long, Roberts.
I'm exhausted. I'll see you guys later. This was fun. Take care.
Good show.
Dude.
Good night.
Dude, that was
Get that guy a beer.
how he sounds all the time. Like when he's putting his kids to sleep, he's like, in a world,
It's time for bed.
it's time for bed.
Who wants warm milk?
Light up those toothbrushes. Come on.
It's sweet dreams.
It's sweet dreams for you.
Don't make me come over there. That sounded like it was out of like Saw or something. That was like creepy, yeah. My kids are thoroughly unimpressed with that type of
I want to, first of all, we are in the historic Pink Taco on Sunset Boulevard. I want to dedicate this show to Harry Morton.
Yes.
May he rest in peace.
Yep.
He left us way too soon, and he left a legacy that people will enjoy for years and years and years. So God bless him, and Godspeed to him and his family.
True that.
Thank you.
So I just want to announce early that we've got Pete Sepenuk here. Now, Pete
Hi.
He
is
did our original intro back in the day.
did our
It was
original
awesome.
trailer. That's right.
We just got a new one, too.
Yeah, I think we're ready to. Yeah, exactly.
Roberts?
Even if we record on a Thursday, it's still going to be Taco Tuesday. Every day is Taco Tuesday, even on a Saturday.
Don't tell LeBron that.
If you're Mexican,
Yeah, every day's Taco Tuesday.
Our budget just went
But
up.
we got Pete Sepenuk. Pete Sepenuk is the voice of Ovation Network.
True.
He's also, I swear, did I hear you on a Super Bowl commercial this last time?
Yes, you're thinking up for Bud Light for the Super Bowl, the
Right.
50th birthday, the 50th Super Bowl. It was a Bud Light spot. Yes.
You do tons of voiceovers. You're the voice of Ovation. We've worked on a show together, My
A
Ride
great
Rules.
show called My Ride Rules for the Speed Network, which sadly has been folded into like FS1. Or
Yeah,
something.
you know, I've been wanting to revive that show and turn it into My Ride Rules Celebrity Edition.
Brilliant.
That'd be
great.
a lot of
That
fun,
would
right?
be amazing.
Kind of like Pimp My Ride.
Yeah,
Right?
sort of, except for not really at all because you don't pimp anything.
Sort of, but not really at all. All right.
Because you
Two
don't
of
really.
the same words though. My ride.
Yeah, My Ride,
Rules,
Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
But we worked on that show, and it's funny because the first time we worked together, Sam Zoda said, "You're going to be working with my friend Pete Sepenuk. He's doing the voiceover." It wasn't even like I had a choice. He was like, "He's doing the voiceover," and I said, "Okay." So the first day I met Pete, I went to his house where you had a recording studio in the back. You have an editing bay in the back. You have pretty much everything you need to do post-production, I would think,
Yeah.
right?
Damn.
So I go back there.
Post facility.
Post-facility. So I
It
go
may or may not be permitted. Don't tell the city. We'll see.
I go back there, and Pete and I hit it off right away. You know, I'm able to throw lines at him. We change stuff as we go. So we have the written script, and then when we find something funny, we're like, "Hey, how about you make that sound like really phallic?" And he's like, "Okay," and and he would change it.
Hello, Twinkie.
Right. So there was all
was
of
a
these.
dude.
Yeah, there was all of these names of special
names,
names to the
right.
cars, and we would turn them into like jokes in the voiceover. So it took on a life of its own, and it was one of the funnest things we did was get together and record the voiceovers announcing the contestants on the show. So that was a lot of fun. And also, Pete, the reason I want to have Pete on is because Pete not only does voiceover, he's also an actor. He's also an editor. He's a filmmaker. You kind of do it all, right? I mean, you do it all.
Yes.
Did I get it wrong? Are you
No,
not
you're
a
all right.
filmmaker?
All that. That's
okay,
all true.
that's all
yeah,
correct.
yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah, I try and do it all. I try and do as much as
When you have a voice like yours, is it hard?
all the time. What time is it right now? Pretty much every day.
Is it hard to not just focus on work that has to do with voiceover stuff? Is it because you don't turn it off? This is you all the time, right?
Right. Well, it's funny. So yeah, the voiceover stuff, like the voiceover business feeds into the other side of the business. So when I first got into voiceovers, I was directing
in-house spots at Mattel Toys.
Yep.
It was in 1995, and I was doing basic commercials for prototypes for things that were in development, like Barbies you would never see because they're being developed. They're like,
But wait, were you doing that as a filmmaker and as a producer,
What
or
did
were
you
you
start
already
I
doing
started
VO?
out started out directing those, and then I was doing stuff for Hot Wheels, and the Hot Wheels voiceover guy that they had hired, who they've been using for a while, like doubled his rate on the way to the session.
Nice.
They're like, fuck that, we're not going to pay that. They're like, Pete, you do it. We'll pay you, and if we like you, we'll just keep using you. And that was in 1995, and that started the voiceover career. Like, I started doing all their in-house spots.
But did you sound like this in 1985? Did
I
you?
sounded way better.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hot Wheels leading the way. It's awesome. Oh my god.
Hot Wheels leading the way. It was like, I sounded similar to this, about the same.
So you had no idea that you had a radio type voice?
I
Or
knew
would
I
people
could,
say it to you?
People
Would
had been
yeah.
saying to me for years. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to always, joke around doing the infomercials like, hold on, if you call in the next 5 minutes, you'll also get this strawberry peeler. And then years later, I actually did infomercials, did a lot of infomercials, still do. Jillian Michaels' Body Revolution. A unique, intense 90-day workout system. That kind of thing. It's like that. And then...
Did you do any for Lopez? Lopez had something too, like body by. Didn't you do a body by?
No, they wouldn't go for my terms. So anyway, so I did a lot of infomercials as a kid, and then when I actually go and record them, it was literally the exact same voice. But wait, if you call in the next 5 minutes, you'll also get the cookbook, the this, the that. It was like that exact same thing. And like, great, perfect. I was literally like doing an impression of myself at age like 10, but in the studio, and getting paid for it, which was fantastic. So that was good. So then, but the Mattel thing really kind of, it was interesting because they had seen me as this director, and then I went in to record the first Hot Wheels spot, and I kind of knew when I first laid down the VO for the Hot Wheels spot, like things felt different. It was like, oh my god, we're looking at this like I was being looked at in completely different lights.
It was like the voice of God.
I mean, yeah, it was nice. It was sort of like, oh my god, this is something that you could do now. This is something so that sort of really inspired me to start doing voiceovers, and that professionally.
Yeah.
Because I came out like you guys came out here to be a filmmaker. I graduated from Chapman University, class of '92, which was back then. By the way, when Chapman is like this.
That's a good film school.
It's a great film school now. It's always been a good film school.
Never heard of it.
It was like,
God, here we go. Come on,
here we go. But when I applied in 1988, it wasn't that well known. It was
Inside joke.
we're eating
sorry.
chips.
Yeah.
1988 when I applied, they had a 98% acceptance rate. They had standards; they were low, so I got right in. So yeah, it didn't take much, but it turned now it's like one of the hardest film schools to get into in the country.
That's
it's a great
amazing.
film school.
That's like AFI. Roberts went to AFI.
Exactly.
Back in the
That's
day.
right.
I did.
That's it. Were you in the producing program
99%.
there?
I was in the producer's program.
Right, exactly.
But 99%. No, dude, that's like
99%.
That's like
Exactly.
7% acceptance. 7%.
Had a letter of recommendation from Zemeckis. It was great. I got right in on the killer font.
100% Hispanic acceptance
That's
rate.
correct.
That's right.
Diversity.
Hey,
Hold on.
Pete. So you were working at Mattel. You started doing the voiceover. Your life sort of changed because did it spread quickly that you could do voiceover, or did you have to work at it?
Oh, both. It did not go very quickly. So basically, I was just doing stuff at Mattel. And then in 1998, I took a class from this woman who's an animation legend, a director named Sue Blue, who's also a performer. She's really well known in the circles. And I took her class, and suddenly my life changed. She did my demo. She got me to ICM.
Wait a minute. It was a voiceover class.
It was an animation class.
Animation
yeah.
class.
And I
okay.
was doing like character voices and stuff. So she got me at ICM. She did my demo for me, and she got me a job all in the 6-week class that I took from her.
Damn,
yeah,
who's this
great.
woman? Pete.
Susan Blue. Sue
take-
Blue.
Take that note. Davey
Animation legend.
Check.
So
She's
then
amazing.
she hooked you up with an agent.
She hooked me up with an agent with ICM. I was there for a year. And then I went over to William Morris, which I've been, in February it'll be 20 years I've been with WME. Can you believe that? Long time.
Nice.
But yeah, she changed my life. It was amazing. She that opened all the doors. That was, because then, which I did something that most people don't do in voiceovers. I had an animation demo first. Most people have a commercial demo or a promo demo. I did the animation demo first, which you shouldn't do. All you listeners out there, do the commercial demo first because that's the bread and butter. They want to hear you being you, your normal voice. We want somebody who's real, conversational. It's the kind of guy you'd like to have a beer with. That's most aspects of the scripts I get. So anyway, but then I did a commercial demo, and then things kind of took off from there around early 2000, really.
Nice.
So your agent started getting you work. When?
Yes.
So how did it come about that you came back to filmmaking? That you got back into editing?
Okay, that's also strangely enough, from voiceovers. So what happened was I'd been with William Morris for a while, and another client that came to William Morris in the mid-2000s, his name's Brent Huff. He's a film director. He had directed a movie in Russia called Treasure Raiders, with David Carradine and Sherilyn Fenn, and he had seen the trailer that some production company had cut, and he was going on about how he didn't like the trailer. I was like, hey, I'm an editor. I know Final Cut Pro 7. I can recut that bad boy. He's like, great. So he came over and recut it, and we just kind of hit it off. And then he's like, this is fantastic. He goes, now I want you to do my daughter's basketball demo reel. It's basically comprised of me cutting together a bunch of shots
Wait,
from basketball
did you say
games.
yes? You said yes?
I said yes. There was some negotiations, some tough ones. I said yes.
Say
So
no
I
to
cut-
work, Roberts. Come on. Not everybody's rolling like you.
I'm
Jeez.
impressed.
Seriously.
I'm impressed.
Oh my God, I love these pimps. Anyway, so then I cut together. So of course she's making every shot in the video. So it's like, this is fantastic. And then he said, okay, this is great. You're gonna do my next feature. And I was like, yeah, right. Sure enough, three weeks later, I recut a movie that he had done called Welcome to Paradise, and a month later, I got the job editing a movie that he was going to shoot over in Serbia called Serbian Scars with Michael Madsen.
Nice.
Oh,
This
Michael
guy's
Madsen. He
amazing.
sells overseas, my
He's
man.
huge, man. The guy works. He does like 1 million movies a year.
Let's hold for a second because this is important. You said to somebody, I can do a better job on that trailer. He said, let's do it. You did.
Right.
He then said, you're doing my daughter's basketball video, which you
True.
said yes to. And, it wasn't beneath you. You said, why not? You liked
Why
working
not?
with the
Paid
guy.
me, yeah.
And you got a feature film editing job out of that.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes.
That is
dope.
really
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You got to
was
tip
your
your
test.
hat
That
to
was
it.
my
Yes.
test. If
Yeah.
you can cut,
So don't be
if you can
ashamed.
cut basketball videos for high school, basketball players, you do anything.
Do not
Get
be
her scholarship in NCAA college. That's amazing.
Hey, don't be ashamed to do a little bit of extra work with someone that you like, a producer you like working with. Was he a producer or director?
Director,
He was the director of all these movies. In fact, I edited 2 movies for him back to back. One was called Serbian Scars, and the other one was called Cat City with Brian Dennehy
Yeah.
and Rebecca Pitchen and Julian Sands.
All
Came
great,
out like 2008.
all great actors.
Great actors.
Were they great movies?
Anyway, next subject. Really good question. Wonderful question.
It was work,
You know
Robert.
what? It was. I had a blast. Here's the deal. So Brent finishes Serbian Scars. I get all the footage. The producer of Serbian Scars is this guy named Vladimir Racek who lives in Chicago. I got all the footage myself, and I'm just sitting there in my converted, studio editing the movie myself. So it was like a great experience for me to craft a movie
Right.
for the first time.
So you received all the footage, and you had to. Were you your own assistant?
I was my everything.
Really?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
everything. Yeah, I put it all together. I think the first cut was like in 8 weeks, 8 or 9 weeks. And so
My
the
kid has a soccer video. Could you help me with that?
your kid will score every goal in every game.
His name
He's
will be
amazing.
Messi.
Exactly. Score. I finished Serbian Scars on a Monday night and started editing Cat City on a Tuesday morning.
Wow.
Truth be told, when you have to be your own assistant, when you have to do it all,
Yeah.
you really do know the footage, right? You
Yes.
know every last bit of that footage.
You have to. As an editor, I mean, you guys know from all of it, you have to, you have to make sure that whoever you're going to have edit your movie is completely 100% dedicated and thorough. It's like a marriage. You have to love what you're working on, even if it's not your original. Even if you're a gun for hire, you have to love it, especially with editing, because I think personally that is what for me it's the most fulfilling part of filmmaking. Even if I'm directing something, I love the editing process.
Wait a minute.
Love watching everything come together.
Wait a
How
minute.
did you get into editing, Pete? Did you just get the program and start cutting, or
Yeah, so I started cutting when I was 8 on Super 8. So and then I went to college, and then I was cutting on 16 millimeter, and then I edited on 35.
Okay.
I helped edit a movie called Mother's Boys with Jamie Lee Curtis. Check it out. It's probably you can't find it anywhere. Anyway, I might have something on VHS. Call me. It might be on Laserdisc with a commentary track by me, which I put in, which is strange, which is weird. I didn't know you could do that, but you can't. So I was always editing on actual film, and then once Final Cut Pro came around, I kind of learned, self-taught
that's
in a
what
way.
you cut on now, Final Cut Pro?
Yeah, yeah. Although I'm finally transitioning to Adobe Premiere Pro. But yeah, it's funny. Like Final Cut Pro 7, which used to be not really an industry standard, like people are still using it all the time. Like Parasite, that just came out, that was cut on Final Cut Pro 7, which is a great movie. If you
There's
guys haven't
nothing
seen it.
wrong with it. I mean,
No,
they
not at
just
all.
stopped upgrading it, right?
they stopped upgrading. It was Final Cut 10, but people were like, it's like iMovie HD. Final Cut 10 sucks, but I've never actually cut in 10, so I couldn't tell you if it sucks or not.
Right.
So, any listeners of Apple products out there,
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you. So yeah, that's what I edit on. Yeah, I edit.
So
on
edit
that.
was your intro to everything, then, right?
Yeah.
Even before the voiceover, before the direct, before acting,
for all
everything.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's sort of like, the great chefs of the world, they know how to pick the best ingredients.
Yeah.
They put it all together in a stew, or whatever they're making. That's what an editor, I think, does. It's like it takes the best of everything, presumably, and solve, as you guys know from making films, it's
You
like
keep
they're
saying
problem
that.
solvers,
You
too.
keep saying that. No one here makes movies. Oh, I'm sorry. I do.
I make movies. Roberts just calls the shots. He's the guy you say, I need more money. He says, no. Figure it out.
Or television.
No, Robert's got some. He's a filmmaker at heart.
I don't know.
think
We're all making movies here.
Right.
But editing is something that every filmmaker, I think, if I can go back, I would have started editing first, because
Oh my
there's
God,
three
yes.
movies. There's the movie you write, that you envision. There's what you shoot, and then there's the actual movie, because that comes
Yeah.
out at the end.
Yeah.
So, but
I
if
could
you
not
could-
agree with you more.
Yeah.
It's 100% true. In fact, that's what I would tell anybody who's
Yeah.
wants to get in the industry at all what to do.
Start cutting.
Start cutting. Learn
Yeah.
how to edit. I don't care if you're an actor, a writer.
Yep.
You don't want anything to do. You learn how to edit.
Yep.
Because for a million reasons. One is you can start editing your own stuff, which is key. Also, a lot of times when you don't have a lot of money and you hire some editor to do it for free, they're going to sit on it and
Yeah.
they're not going to do shit forever.
Yeah.
For weeks. They're like, yeah, I'll get it to on a can. You're not paying me, whatever. But if you can do it yourself, you're
Yep.
ahead of the game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I got
For sure.
Premiere, and so I'm finishing up my film right now, which I'm having somebody.
So you
cut.
wound up cutting yourself?
No, I didn't, but I'm learning now. I'm seeing all the cuts. I'm going through everything. He's doing a good job, but I want to learn at least how to do a string out. I should at least, as
Yes.
a filmmaker, know how to string out my movie, put the scenes in there that I want,
Yep.
and worry about the transitions and all that shit later on. But put my movie together as I envision it, as I wrote it, as I shot. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because it never
If you can
turns
do your
out
own,
the way.
If you can do your own assembly, that's key.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you give us
Yeah,
a recap as to where exactly
as
we are?
a listener of the podcast, I've been
Yeah.
following the journey, and I'm fascinated. And I love the fact that it's part of the discussion, because it's like,
Yeah.
with all of your experiences, Mark's experience, and you're actually working on something during the run of this podcast as well. It's fascinating.
It's funny because I have days like most filmmakers where I'm excited right now because I just got done with the session with my buddy who's directing with me, and we went through the whole film. We went through the whole thing with notes. It's our fourth take. I just got a sound designer on board. But I'm excited. But yet this morning when I got up, I wasn't that excited. I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?" I mean, it's like pulling teeth. It's a nonstop fight. I feel like
It's
a
like
fighter.
a marriage.
It's like a fight. It's like a boxing match. I just want this motherfucker to end. But I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and he's getting
Right.
tired, and he's wobbly, and I know that.
And by he, you mean you.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
No, I mean the film. The
All right,
film's
yeah, the
almost
film,
there.
yeah, okay.
It's almost
Gotcha.
there. So
And then it's Juan Manuel Marquez who's going to knock you out in the 12th round.
take it easy.
Boom.
I'm good at
Take it
counter
easy,
punches.
Johnny.
Listen, no
Right.
counter punches here. Joel C. High, I can't wait for Joel C. High to come on board.
Okay, so
because
Joel C. High is.
Yes.
I know you guys had him on the show. He works with Mark a lot. He's one of my favorite people in this business because he is the president of the Guild of Music Supervisors, and I'm the voice of the Guild of Music Supervisors Awards, and it'll be my 6th year doing with him in February. He also has the greatest hair
He does.
anybody
He's got
in
a
the
good hair.
business.
He's a handsome man.
He's very handsome. He's striking. I
striking,
don't use that word regularly. I would say he's striking.
He's striking.
Charismatic. He's
There's a
charismatic.
glow
I would
about
say
him.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
charisma. There's a glow about him when he sits down. He's like,
Welcome to the 2020 Guild of Music Supervisors Awards. Now, here's your president, Joel C. High.
All right, Joel.
All right, Joel.
shows just write themselves at this point. Here he comes. Yeah.
Dude, you're probably the most talented person I've ever met.
Oh, stop. 20 more minutes of that. Keep it going.
I'm not kidding. I mean,
Back in 2001, my big break was doing a court show called Texas Justice.
I know Texas
Texas
Justice.
Justice.
Wait, what year?
2000.
Oh, okay,
2000,
okay,
2001.
yeah.
2001.
That went on for a while.
Judge Larry Joe Doherty.
It went on for a while. It went on for 4 or 5 years, and then it turned into Judge Alex, and then Judge Alex ran for 9 seasons after that. So I was wound up doing all the promos for both of those courtroom
both of them.
shows. Yeah.
That's
She
amazing.
just wanted the lobster, but he gave her crabs. That was on Texas Justice.
That was the
Okay,
court
that wasn't
show.
actually a promo, but it could have been. Who knows?
So walk me through what your career was like after you edited, but how did you mix both editing, filmmaking, and voiceover? Like, what took precedent?
whatever project is the most sort of present or pressing, always takes the precedent.
Yep.
If I'm in the middle of editing a movie and suddenly, I have to go do voiceover, then I can just turn that on and go do voiceover, which is great. That's the great thing about editing, especially movies or in features, because it's like that's what you do when you're not, because voiceovers obviously can take maybe 20 minutes or a half an hour or whatever, and the rest of the time you're either doing nothing or you're auditioning for voiceovers, but you have all this time.
Yeah.
So because it's a full post-production job, both of them, editing and voiceovers, you can just do both. So I'll be editing a scene, I'll finish a scene and be like, okay, now I got to go to do a voiceover.
When you get hired to do a voiceover, it's not 8 hours of work.
No.
How does
Unless
it work?
You're doing like I would do an entire season of Bob's Burgers. I did 100 promos. That takes a little over an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. But then with a session like Ovation, which I do every week, they allow an hour, they allot an hour, and I'll do whatever promos they give me, and I'll just bang them out, whatever you give me an hour, and then all right, good, that's it. Usually it's anywhere between 5 and 10 promos.
They book you for an hour.
They book me for an hour, and they do whatever we can within that hour.
But what's great is you do it all at your house, right?
Do it all in my home studio.
Yeah, look
exactly.
at that.
It's great. Yeah.
So you never have to really leave your house.
And I usually don't. This is the first time I've been out in 6 weeks. Thank you so much for having me. It's fantastic. I haven't seen light like this. My God, I can't see so straight. I'm not so socialite. Anyway, so I do it all. Yeah, you got to be. You know what? And when we were talking about editing and how important that is, you have to be able to be self-reliant. You have to have broadcast quality recording equipment if you're going to be in voiceovers. You have to have great editing software. You have to know what you have to learn. So it's that's so important.
Yeah.
People who are by the way, and I'm shocked how many people who are in voiceovers, friends of mine who've been doing it for years, who don't have like a broadcast quality studio at their house. It's unbelievable to me. It's unfathomable. I don't use very often, but today
I've got a broadcast quality studio at Pink Taco.
That's right.
You do, because a lot of voice actors, they essentially are auditioning most of the time. They don't really consider I can't record the job at my house or my studio, but they need to. They need to basically make that shift in their heads, so they can basically be self-reliant and essentially be able to record everything and professionally.
Yeah. Before we get deeper into your career, and we will get deeper.
Coming up next, it gets deeper.
That sounds like a 70s porn. Holy crap! Who says it's not?
It probably is.
It probably is. Schindler's Fist. I'm already envisioning the things that are going to be edited out, Davey Dave.
Romancing the Bone.
Exactly. The Squirt Locker.
I just love that Roberts wants to be VO. I can tell. He's he keeps going, do it again,
This is my favorite episode. This is my favorite episode.
Do it again.
Well, here's the deal. Here's what's okay. So listening to everybody speak here and listening to the podcast, your voices, all three of you guys, those are kind of what's hip and cool about VO nowadays. It's and I'm not kidding. It's the guys. It's we want somebody real, conversational guy, kind of like you'd have a beer with. Yeah. You're all your voices are very relaxed and conversational and friendly and engaging. Yeah. So that's kind of like this when you listen to voiceovers on TV anymore, they're not saying things like Bayer aspirin, get it now. It's Bayer aspirin, get it now. It's very
so you can't even sound normal.
No, I can't. I tried so hard. Oh my God.
Let me talk to you about something else for a sec. Do you know a company called ExtremeMusic.com?
I love ExtremeMusic.com. I have licensed music from Extreme Music.
Are you serious?
Here we go.
They sort of set the standard in this business.
Tell me your experience with Extreme Music, because I want to hear now.
I licensed music from them years ago, and it was as good as anything you could get on the radio. I think I licensed some orchestral stuff from them. I think I was producing some commercials.
Right.
Some online commercials. And I wound up licensing a ton of stuff.
Right. And you're right. Nice. Russell Emanuel, who started that company.
Right.
Who then branched out. In addition to that company, he has a company with Hans Zimmer where they do The Simpsons. They do
I can't believe that
Planet
still.
Earth. He's been nominated for Emmys. It's an amazing thing, but I'm so glad to meet someone that actually understands how ExtremeMusic.com works, and also how that there's music out there that you can license that is being used on movies, on commercials, and being written by the top composers in our business.
Yes.
And you can have it at a fraction of the cost.
Because of my work with the Guild of Music Supervisors, I license music because I love production music. Here's something that'll blow your mind. There's also an award show, and I'm not making this up, called the Production Music Association Awards. They're called the Mark Awards, and they're handed out every September, and they give out awards for the best music from music libraries. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if Russ Emanuel's guys get nominated and win
I'm
some of those
sure.
awards.
Yeah.
They should.
Does he
Yeah.
have multiple companies now? Or
Well,
is
he
just-
has
so-
he has extrememusic.com, which is the main hub.
Right.
But I believe him and Hans are doing a separate little thing where you can hire Hans and other composers to compose directly
you
to your
kidding
movie.
me?
No, it's true.
Right.
So you
Tutty, man.
Dude.
Hans Zimmer just
Hans
scored your
Zimmer.
movie.
Right?
Congratulations.
I love you, Joel, but hey,
I think
just kidding.
we should have Russ on again because he could explain it better.
Are
Composers.
they licensing music
That's incredible.
from his company for The Simpsons, or are they composing
They're
music?
composing for The Simpsons.
His company is now.
Yes.
Oh, my God. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think, honestly, music libraries, I think they are, for better or for worse, I think they're the future of the business because a lot of people, you guys know from
Yeah.
filmmaking, if you can't hire a composer, I mean, I did a project not too long ago where I think like half the score was library music.
My short we did, The Kiss. I got it. I didn't have extreme music. I didn't know about extreme music back then when I did it, but the music made the difference in that film. That short film, which got me
The
a
music
deal.
was great.
Yeah, the music was incredible.
And
it
that was all from a library?
It was all from a library that I went online because I couldn't afford. I made the movie for $100. That was my
Oh my
budget
God.
for food.
All right,
But it was really good.
let's describe the feeling that you had and that I have and probably everybody in this room has had when you find the right song, the right piece of music for the scene, and it like elevates the scene. Like, oh my God, this is perfect.
You
Isn't
want
it
to
the
show it
best?
to fucking everybody. You're like, dude, you got to watch this. You're like, dude, I don't want to watch that. I got to take a dump. Just watch it. Take the phone to the movie in the bathroom with you.
Music can elevate any scene. It can
Yeah,
it can save a movie. It can it can elevate a scene. It can make it. If you pick the wrong music, it can destroy a movie.
See, watch this,
Yeah.
Roberts. Imagine Jaws without.
I can't.
You've never even seen Jaws. You know nothing about that movie.
I know
Have you
everything.
really never seen Jaws?
I know everything about Jaws.
He knows
Okay.
everything
Okay.
about it.
Got it.
It's exciting. You're right, because when you do find a good piece of music, it changes your emotions. It gets you fired up about your project. Finding a library as big as extrememusic.com, when you get in there and you start picking music like comedy beats, and you start picking romance beats, and you start picking beats where they just met, it's a brand new romance, and I create all of these files for the editor,
Right.
and I'll be like, this scene, use these songs. You
Right.
pick whatever song you want, but these songs are for that scene.
Right.
And I feel like I feel really confident in picking music for my stuff, and I don't feel as confident because I don't have enough experience working with composers. Because sometimes you just have to trust a composer that he's going to actually do what you want.
Right.
It doesn't always feel that way. So if you are doing a project, you want a little bit more control. The great thing is that now you can combine. You can use a composer. If for some reason a track doesn't work for you, you can go to Extreme Music and change a track. So whether you're doing a commercial, a film, anything you're doing, a short, any kind of a media for the internet, go to extrememusic.com. Check them out. They'll hook you up with what you need.
That's you know what though, you bring up a really interesting skill set that you're able to pick the right music for the scene. That's so important.
I love it.
I love it. I love doing that too. It's
You're
my
just
favorite
keeping
things.
more control of your vision, like you're saying. Like
Right.
if you learn to edit, and now you could go to extrememusic.com and find the music that works for that edit. You wrote it, you cut it. You have so much more control as a filmmaker,
Right.
that your vision gets out there. Either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. But anyways, it's yours.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what I love about
It's
it.
it's an exciting thing because also when you find a song you like, they have endings to them. They have short versions to them. They have no
the
vocals.
15, the 30, the
Yeah.
2.5 minute, the choir, the no choir.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They have
Yeah.
all of these versions of the same song. So if for
options.
some reason you don't want drums, you don't want guitar, you don't want it, you want to strip the song and just make it like a, one instrument, you can do it.
Right. No, it's great.
Wow, can
It's
you
great.
really? You can
Yeah.
do that on that?
Yep.
You can.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's an amazing, amazing site. Russ, you've done a good job, buddy.
Good job, Russ. Maybe someday we'll meet.
So
Anyway.
let's get back to you, which is most important.
Russ.
So you got into editing. You were doing movies. You do both voiceover and movies. Where are you at now? What's happening now in your career?
So now it's because the voiceover business it's so funny. It's become like a global business. There's all these. Anybody who wants to get into voiceovers can do it now. They can go on these websites like voices.com. They have like 250,000 different voices on there. Everybody's doing voiceovers. The best story I heard recently was a friend of mine wanted to get into voiceovers, and I taught him what to do, and I told him what microphone to get and all this stuff, so he does, and he gets all the equipment. His wife's car gets broken into.
They jack everything.
Exactly, they took everything. That would have been great. The insurance company buys him a new microphone. It's amazing. It's transplendent. To quote Shelley Duvall and Annie Hall. Anyway, so the cop comes, the police officer comes to his house and writes down all the information, and he says, why don't you come into my house and we'll do this. So he comes in the house. The cop walks into the house, sees the microphone in the corner, and he goes, hey, his microphone. He goes, do you do voiceovers? And my friend goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, me too. I'm on voices.com. I'm like, holy shit, everybody's doing voiceovers. The fucking cop is doing VO too. Oh, my God. So if you're getting arrested, that cop, you might recognize that cop's voice. Some such commercials as Tide. Anyway, it's unbelievable. I was like, everybody's doing
that. That was a little tour guide action there, right?
You
might recognize.
Yeah, you might recognize. That's right, because you were a tour guide.
I was
too,
a tour guide,
so was
yeah.
I. When were you a tour guide at Universal?
Oh, my God, 1984 or something, 85?
Oh, my God. So I was there in 89.
A long time ago.
89. Yeah, back when I had something called a waist.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I could have gotten into Playgirl magazine. Now I'd be lucky to get in a Field and Stream.
You must have been great. Did you sign autographs after you gave tours?
I signed NDAs. Say don't talk about anything that just happened on this tour. It was terrible. No. Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, of all the tours I've given today, I just want you guys to know that you are definitely one of them. That was one of my...
It's one of the standard lines. And they're like, we have a very special wood on that tree. It's called Hollywood. What? Boom. These are the kind of jokes you would do on the Universal Studios tour.
And then no one would understand them.
For some reason, everybody was scared shitless of Jaws every time. Right. And it worked The guy had a name. The fisherman, he had a name, like Eddie or something. Hey, Eddie, you can't be there. What's going on? Oh, no. And he gets sucked in.
Be careful, Eddie. It's a shark. Right.
Yeah, those were the days. My God. We have the only shark that does the moonwalk. Oh, because it would go backwards. Yeah.
See, you were more creative.
That
was better.
Well,
Sorry,
that was like a standard.
Mark.
Yeah. By the
I
way,
did get fired.
here's the craziest thing. So a lot of my trainers in 1989 at Universal Studios, a lot of tour guide trainers and tour guides that were there, some of them are still there giving tours and training. I'm not making this up. 30 years later, I swear to God.
They're making $3.35 an hour still?
Exactly. That's right. You make minimum wage. So when do I get the $20 for this week? That's what I want to know. So essentially, I'm sort of still doing voiceovers. I still have some commercials running. I'm still narrating some stuff.
The voice of Ovation.
Voice of Ovation, yes. Great network. Check it out. Get Ovation.com. And cutting. Still editing. Yeah.
Are you directing anymore?
Yeah.
I am. I just directed a bunch of commercials this year. I do a lot of directing for video game commercials. I'm like the live action video game guy for video, because the great thing about
that's a good thing to be in video.
I know video games are, as you guys know, are huge.
What is it?
Influencers, esports is huge.
Yeah.
And influencers are huge. So a lot of times I'll direct a lot of commercials that have influencers in them.
Wow.
And they're like the most excited, enthusiastic, amazing group of people. These influencers. It's been great. It's been really great. But yeah, I mean, it's like something I never thought I would do. But it's sort of the great thing about when you do a live action video game commercial is that's the way to connect with people, I think, because a lot of times it's just game footage, like Call of Duty 4, and it's all game footage. Whereas if you have somebody who's actually playing it and talking about it, I think that actually brings a level of connection to a video game that you don't normally get in advertising.
Are you still acting or not too much?
It's funny. I will act if somebody says, "Hey, Pete, come be in this movie." Cop number 6. I'll do it, but I'm not like I don't have like an agent sending me out on
you're
just
not going to go Santa Monica on a Tuesday at 11:30.
Or on Friday at 5. Yeah. Which is like, of course, that's when you're going to get called. Yeah. So funny. Oh, my God.
So you seem to be making it work on a lot of different levels. So congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
amazing.
You so much.
I mean, you're raising a family.
It's great.
It's not easy. You guys know. Yeah, I know.
We have mortgages. We have families. We got to make money. So you're finding a way to make
you can
films,
make a living as an artist.
Direct.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing.
Lots of stuff going on. So, oh, wow. You got another beer there. Go.
Oh, my God. Thanks, brother. I love the service here. It's fantastic.
But, yeah, it's inspiring and exciting to know that you're able to be out there and, using your talents, voiceover, editing, filmmaking, and all that stuff to get ahead. So congratulations.
You got to do what you can. Thank you. You got to do what you can.
I got to tell this story because Pete, myself, Sam Zoda, Lorena David, Brian Zagorski, and
Ivan Gerald Jones.
Ivan.
Very pretentious.
Yeah,
British.
Ivan.
Ivan
we get
Gerald
together
Jones.
for dinner probably 2-3 times a year since we worked together on My Red Rules.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun. It just you make friends in this business and you keep them for a long time, and you like to hang out. So you're one of my favorite people. I love hanging out with you.
Yours too. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. Where you
No, it
work on a
doesn't.
show, and even if it's fun or whatever, you don't really stay in touch. Somehow, that particular show sort of transcended the work.
Yeah.
And, created this.
We did 2
bond.
seasons. We did 2 seasons, but we've stayed together for years.
Exactly. We've had 10 seasons as friends.
That's right.
Yeah. That was a great show.
But it was
the
a great
Lorena,
show. And a
David.
bunch of great friends getting together still.
Right.
I hope we get to do it again sometime.
Me too.
I really
Me
do
too.
hope we get
Make
to
it
work
happen,
together.
Roberts. Come on.
Yeah, Roberts.
I hope. No hopes. Let's make it happen.
We'll do the
trying.
celebrity edition like you talked about earlier.
I really
Celebrity edition of
want
My Room.
to.
I think it's a genius idea.
Well, can
Let's
you
see
imagine?
who's got the IP? Let's go pitch it.
I can't imagine there's not some celebrities out there that love their cars.
I can't. I would say that 99% of the people that
Love their
are celebrities
cars.
would love to be on the show.
I mean, you've
Same
got
amount of people that let people into AFI. 99%.
That's right.
Same percentage.
Yeah, exactly.
Same percentage. Callbacks.
I want to talk about something that we've been sort of hinting at on the show for a while. I was thinking about how do you get your movies on Amazon? Remember
Yeah, we were supposed to
Amazon.com?
do that.
Okay, so get a load of this. Today I'm over at Ashley Garcia, and I'm waiting.
You're the Burrito King?
I'm the Burrito King.
Dude, that picture is epic.
All right.
That's everything.
Well, I'll have when it.
Because you're actually in it.
I'm actually
Right?
in it.
Okay.
But here's the funny, and I'll get back to that story in a second. So I'm sitting there, and I decide I'm going to go online and see if I can get my movies on Amazon.com.
Yeah.
How do I do this? So I punched in a couple of things, like how do I get my movie on Amazon.com, whatever. So anyway, something came up, and it said, here's a video on how you put your movies on Amazon.com.
Yep.
Here's how you get paid.
Yep.
Here's the new terms of service. Here's Japan, Europe, all of these areas where your film will
foreign
be available.
distribution?
Yeah, it'll be
Yep.
available on Amazon. And I didn't realize it was that simple. But
On Amazon, it's super easy.
yeah,
And what's your library? How many movies you got now?
I probably have about 12 or 13 movies that I actually can put on there myself. I can put on East Side
You
with
can put
Lopez.
movies. Oh wait, are you talking about putting them on there to stream, or are you
No.
talking about putting them on there like to sell DVDs?
To sell. No. You can put the movies on and have them available for pay-per-view.
For like
stream.
$1.99.
To stream
Stream.
yourself, and
Interesting.
then you split
Wow.
that revenue with Amazon.
Yeah.
And I've been telling this guy to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So long
But
story
since you
short,
discovered that on Let's
Done
Get
it for
Into It, they
years.
become Let's Get Into It Productions,
Yeah.
and so we cut
That's it.
the check here too, Robert.
but
I like it.
But if you're out there and you have movies or product, I'm going to put Le Femme Ballon on there because you can put on shorts.
That's great.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
god, dude! The whole catalog is coming
Yeah.
on.
So if you are out there
We
with
got more stuff
product,
than extreme music.
yeah, if you've done a movie, you can put it on Amazon.com. Just look it up. Go to
That's pretty
Amazon.com.
amazing.
Check it out.
Okay, that's amazing. I have an Amazon story. I hooked up with a filmmaker named Andrew Schuth, who had made a movie in 2008. It was called POV, and he sold it to this company called Lightning Entertainment, and they had it for like a year, but then the company went tits up, went bankrupt, and he couldn't get the movie. Finally, he got the movie back in like late 2016, early 2017, and he's like, "Oh my god, what am I going to do with this movie that's almost 10 years old? You know, it's a very timely movie." And he's like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot bookends. I'm going to shoot an opening sequence, takes place in 2018, then it's going to flash back to 2008, and then it's going to end in 2018.
Wow.
And I'm going to hire an editor, so he found me somehow, and I edited it together. And basically, so we did it, and some company picked it up called Cinema Epoch. They picked up the movie. The movie was done on a Friday afternoon. Somebody came to the post-production house to pick up the hard drive, and on Tuesday morning, it was on Amazon Prime. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, how inspiring is that the guy stuck to the movie, he stuck to it after 12 years, and it's on Amazon Prime now
That's
after
amazing.
all this
That's
year.
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that
I'm gonna
normally
go
doesn't
rent it.
happen.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
does
watch
not
it.
happen.
That's the way to do it. That's the way
What?
to do it.
I'm going to go watch it.
It's actually a pretty good
I
little
opened-
movie. So it's a thriller. It's a
What's
horror
the
film.
plug? What's the movie?
It's called ICU. It's
ICU.
ICU. There's another movie that just came out with Helen Hunt, also called ICU.
Yeah.
Ours is the one with the creepy lady, that's in a camera lens. She looks like the screaming head from Pink Floyd The Wall. That's what ours.
Well, that's
ours
Helen
looks
Hunt
like.
now these days, anyway. So.
Don't be confused.
But I went
Look alike.
on that tip. I went to Amazon.com. I used my account to sign up, for an account where I can put my movies on there and get paid for them.
So we got to follow this journey, Roberts. This is
good. Planting the seeds.
Maybe we can put up the link somewhere where people can go sign up, because it's not easy to find. I did have to search. But anyway, so I'm gonna be putting up some of my movies, and we'll see what happens. But I'm excited about it because there's a lot of things like La Femme Ballone that I want people to see.
La Femme Ballone is my favorite of all your films.
It's my favorite of all my films.
That
is
really
really
good. It's really great.
Yeah.
So I want people to see it. Yeah. So I'll put it up there for $1.99 or even 99 cents. You go check it out.
So they can buy it essentially. It's like $1.90, like $1 to own it, or do they rent it? An HD?
Rent it. Just rent it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's terrific.
That's great.
So here's another
you
thing.
You should do both. Like you could buy it for like $5.99, but rent it for 99 cents.
There you go.
So here's
what I mean? That's normally how
so
they
we can
go
do.
on there.
You know what? I haven't gotten that far. I just signed up. I created my account. Tomorrow I'll go in and look into it a little deeper, and I'll report back on the next show.
Perfect.
So get a load of this, Tootie, Dave.
Yeah.
What's your name? Pete.
Frank.
Frank. What happened to me today is really interesting. So I get an email yesterday from our producer, Patty, on the Expanding Universe of Ashley Garcia. Yeah. And she says, hey, I want to ask you a question. The guys down here want to know if you'll be the Burrito King, an ancestor, a Mexican ancestor of Giancarlo, the star of the show, in a scene. And I say, sure, I'll do it. So I show up today, and they hand me paperwork to Taft-Hartley me.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah, to take a picture and
Welcome
be
back.
in this scene.
Welcome back, Mark.
So I get Taft-Hartley'd into the Screen Actors Guild today for no apparent reason.
This is cause for celebration. This is fantastic. He's going to take all our jobs now.
A lot of people out there are listening right now going, that mother...
Right.
You know
he does do it all.
Watch out, Tom
Right
Cruise.
place, right time. That's what that goes down to.
That was silly, and I wish I could give it to someone who deserves it.
Do you have lines? I mean, do you have like a part?
No, I took a still picture.
Oh,
you get Taft-Hartley? Oh, because it's a SAG show, so they have to, because it's a signatory, they have to Taft-Hartley you.
I don't know.
Don't you have to have a line to get a Taft-Hartley, though? In a
They'll Taft-Hartley. No,
that's
they'll
the way it used to be.
They'll Taft-Hartley you for what? Well, actually, you got to get Taft-Hartley as an extra now, too, right?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, but you have to have dialogue.
That's what happens. No, you get Taft-Hartley as an extra now, too.
Wow.
I think if you get like 3 SAG vouchers, this is the way it used to be.
Yeah,
you used to have to get 3 SAG vouchers, then you'd be, you get into the union. Back when there were 2 unions.
I'm sagging.
Dude, you're sagging now. Congratulations.
Good for you, Robert.
You're a star.
Dave, we got to put that pick up.
No,
you
you can't put the pick up.
What do you mean we can't?
You cannot put the pick up until the episode airs.
Oh, come on.
Too bad. Too late.
Fucking
What?
Diva over here.
Maybe I'll ask.
Ask.
Hey,
come on, Burrito
Mario
King.
Lopez is the executive producer. You don't think you can give us a break on that one?
Rio.
No.
Hook it up, bro.
Rio!
Was Eva Longoria, was this one of the episodes she directed? The one
No,
where
she directed 2 episodes, but this was not one of them.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to be fun. So, yeah, I just said yes to do that, and all this weird stuff sort of happened, and it was neat.
That's what you got to do when you're
but
a consultant producer.
I did say to them, I said, look, you don't have to pay me. But they did anyway.
Wow. You would have thought that's why you would have gotten the part, because
Yeah.
you said you don't have to pay me.
Maybe.
You're hired. Congratulations.
Maybe. You don't have to Taft-Hartley me. You don't have to do anything.
Right.
I'm here. Use me.
Hey,
you
man,
pay me anyway.
It's an Epic show. They do everything by the book.
That's right.
They do
No, it's not
fantastic. Good
Epics.
for you.
It's Netflix.
That's what I mean, Netflix, yeah.
Did you say
It's
Epics?
I thought I said Netflix. Maybe
Is there an
I said-
Epics?
There will be. It's
All
going
right.
to be both. It's either Epics and Netflix. Netflix.
What is your aspiration now? Besides, you're a father. You have beautiful kids. You have a beautiful wife. What is next? Because things change, right? You become a dad. Things change in your life. You're not. I don't have the same fire in me to go out and make product like I used to. But it's
now because all your energy's on your kids, or not all your energy, but a lot of energy is on your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys are parents. It's funny. So, like, my daughter is definitely gravitating to the arts. She's at an arts high school.
Ouch.
Nice.
I know. She's at LACHSA, Los Angeles County High School for the Arts. She's a junior, and she's in the cinematic arts program. They only take like 15 kids a year, and it's this amazing program. And she also sort of like her dad, she does multiple things. She's also in the big school musical Jesus Christ Superstar, which is sold out all weekend. Otherwise, I'd invite you guys cast to come out and see it. Sorry, it's sold out. You want to StubHub it? Good luck. I know you're dying to spend a Friday night out in East LA. But I know what you mean. It's like sort of, once you have kids, sort of like so much of your energy and attention go to them. It's like, you don't quite have the fire you had when you were 22 to like go out and make a movie or whatever. But, it's like, I think what still inspires me is like seeing movies that are made. Like seeing Parasite was like, oh my God, that was so amazing. Such a great movie. Even seeing Knives Out, I thought was awesome.
I can't wait to see that.
It's great.
But riffing off of what you're saying, I think when I see a great movie, I feel like I missed the boat. I feel like, holy shit, how do you make a movie like that?
Yeah.
How in the world did they do that? I could never do that. That's how I feel.
That's how, that's how I feel. It's funny, after Avengers Endgame, my 16-year-old daughter turns to me and she goes, she may have said shit, I don't remember. She's probably just said, oh my God, how do you even begin to make a movie like that? And even I, working in this business for as long as I've worked in it,
What'd you say?
I was like, I don't even know. I have no fucking idea. No, I mean, but it's like, a movie like that. It's like, oh my God, it's like so mind blowing.
You know how you do it? You collaborate. There's a group. You get together with a group of people, and
That's
you
right.
specialize
You're right.
in your one
Settle
thing.
down.
Hey,
take it easy.
But we don't do it like that over here. We do it like. Speaking of which, who saw the fucking Irishman?
I have
Me.
not.
Did you see the Irishman?
I did.
You didn't see the Irishman, Robert?
I have not.
Dave?
I saw it. I fell asleep 3 times, but yeah, I saw it.
Oh my God!
You're my hero for getting to fall asleep.
I
saw it.
I
in
woke
the
up
theater.
10 years older.
So did I.
Did you see it at the Egyptian?
I saw it at the Egyptian.
Yeah, same.
I saw it with Lopez and Stearns, actually. The first time I've been to the movie in 7 years.
I'm sorry. It's first
In a
time
movie
what?
theater.
I've been to a movie theater, in 7 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I went to watch it on the big screen. And I got to
Wow.
tell you, and I still watched it the first day it came out on Netflix by myself at my house. I have mixed emotions on it. I really do.
Same. I'm glad.
$168 million to make that movie?
That's not a lot, by the way.
What?
It's not a lot of money.
I just made mine for $10,000, Robert. Okay.
You know what? Without even seeing your film, I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm just going to put this out there. I'm already enjoying your movie more.
Thank you very much.
The Irishman. I'm just saying.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
I'm not going to fall asleep during his movie. I hope not.
It's not long enough.
It depends. Yeah.
It was 3.5 hours. I know why now the studio. Scorsese always comes in at that with the studios. And they
Casino,
make him cut
yeah,
it.
it's like way too long,
It's
yeah.
too much. But
Yeah.
and I love all those guys. Are all my heroes.
Same.
But they were just too old. They were too. Even though they de-aged them all.
Yes.
You could tell. There's no. How can you have that fire as an 85-year-old man? You don't have it. You know what I mean?
You don't have it. And here's
it's
what's
tough.
Oh my God, you totally nailed it. I think what's funny is that they made Robert De Niro look fucking 40 years old the entire movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't this get a 40-year-old to play that part and then age him up a little bit? Well, because it's Robert De Niro. Here's my impression. Here's my impression of the entire movie. Hey, you gonna talk to him? You should probably talk to him. You should probably go talk. Did you go talk to him yet? You should probably talk to him. Like the entire movie. That's every scene of that movie.
Bottom line. It is what it is. It is what it is.
That's that for 3.5 hours.
That's it.
Yeah.
Stephen Graham, the English dude who played Tony Pro, he was good.
Tony Pro stole that movie.
Yeah, he was
100%.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was phenomenal.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't
really
realize he was
good.
British until after the fact. Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's great. He's the reason
played-
to see the movie. I
Oh
thought.
yeah, Scorsese uses all. He was in Boardwalk and Scorsese EP'd that.
Right.
But he's just a really talented guy. But again, probably 40-some-year-old man playing a 40-some-year-old guy.
Right.
You could see the fire in his eyes. You could see it in him. Where De Niro, Pacino just yells now. I love him, but he's kind of a that's him the whole
Yeah.
thing. Pesci was good because he played
Pesci was like really subdued.
but it.
Yeah. Ooh-ah. Yeah. Pesci was like instead of like hey, he was just like
You
talk
to him?
yeah, you talk to him. You should probably talk to him. You should probably have a conversation with him. Like Jesus Christ. But here's to your point about Tony Pro. The what's the actor's name again?
Stephen Graham.
Every time he's on screen, he elevates all their game.
Yeah, he
Everybody
does.
in the scene.
Wow, really?
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
The best
when he's
scene in
not,
the movie, yeah,
the
was
best
him
scene.
and
You talking
Pacino.
about the one when they
10
go
minutes?
meet? Yeah, because he was late.
10 minutes,
Oh, it's
15
great.
minutes. It's
Great.
amazing.
That's as good as any Scorsese scene
This
ever.
this is not sponsored, by the way.
Once again,
No,
we're not
it's not.
sponsoring Netflix, Amazon. Who else have we plugged?
Well, we
Extreme
are
Music?
sponsored. No, we
Sponsored
are
Netflix.
sponsored by ExtremeMusic.com.
Okay, well that's cool. Yeah, deserved.
But we
Who do you
sponsor
think bought
Mark.
your beer?
But to your point, I mean, and then 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's called an editor. Hire one.
Yeah. Thelma Shoemaker, she does all of her stuff. But
I
I
know,
read
yeah.
the book probably 5 years ago.
It's called We Paint Houses.
I heard you paint
I heard
houses.
you paint houses.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was really good. It was funny too because in the book, in real life, that guy Frank Sheeran, when they went to that house in Detroit and pulled up the floorboards
Right.
to find the DNA, there was nothing there, so they think he was full of shit. And in the movie. And in the book, they say that. In the book, they go and they don't find it, right?
Right.
In the movie, if you see when you walk in, the dude's putting the linoleum down. Hey,
Yeah.
Frank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, oh shit, that's how they got around that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
right.
that's how
They
got
changed
around it.
things.
Well,
yeah,
maybe they did in real life, but in the book, it's not.
Right,
It's a
yeah,
little
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Well, definitely go check out The Irishman if you need a
Now
nap.
on Netflix streaming.
If you need a nap,
If you
Right.
need a nap,
check it out.
check it out.
Pete, want to thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I was
Always
I
enjoyable
was
being with you guys.
Really looking forward to having you. You have an inspiring story. You continue to do your thing and work, and I'm sure that now that people have heard you, they'll be hearing your voice all over television.
They can also hear me. Yeah, they can also hear me anytime somebody rings my doorbell because I have the Ring video. You know the Ring.
Yeah.
Every time somebody rings my doorbell, I do my James Gum voice, my Buffalo Bill voice from Silence of the Lambs. I'm like, can I help you? Creeps the shit out of me.
Can you
It's
do-
fantastic.
can you-
Like moonwalking backwards on video. It's fantastic. Hi, I'm just here to. What? Is she a great big fat person?
When you answer your phone, what does the message say?
Oh my god, my outgoing greeting on my
Yeah.
cell phone, I'd spend there for like 7 years. It's like, what do I say? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to buckle up, hang on, and get ready to leave a message in Pete Sepenuk's cell phone. So ridiculous. Why?
I love it.
I know, I need to change it.
Hey, all right. Well, we got into it today. This was
Hey, this
awesome.
was good.
Thank God that
Pete,
we got
thanks for
Pete because
coming.
I've been wanting
Thank you
to
for,
have
yeah,
him.
I know. I'm glad we finally made it happen. Thanks for having me.
Thanks
blast.
to Pink Taco.
PT!
Rest in peace, Harry Morton.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening to the greatest podcast on the waves. Let's get into it. Good night and good luck.
Yeah.
Got a little sexy at the end there. I don't know what that was.
That was good.
That was awesome. Now drop your pants and get ready.
No, Roberts, you're not the VO guy.
He is now.